In today's video, I'll be making an emulation video about the Nintendo DS emulator using Retroarch emulation station. So let's begin. First thing you have to do is you need to make a directory of all your ROMs, your ROM files basically. This is my ROM directory where I put my Nintendo DS ROMs. So I'm going to make a note of that. I'm going to use it later. First thing I have to do is I need to start Retroarch. Before I do that, here's the Retroarch directory. I'm gonna go to playlists. I'm gonna delete that, so I'm gonna start all over again so you can see. Start Retroarch. First thing you need to do is you need to load a core. Go to download a core. Go to Nintendo DS. Last video I made was about DESMUME 2015. This time I'll be making the one on the Nintendo DS MelonDS emulator. For this one, you don't need any BIOS files or anything like that, which is a good thing. We're going to go here. And what I want to do is I want to create a playlist. So right click with your mouse and new playlist. I'm going to call it Nintendo DS. Okay. Go here and I want to associate it with a core. I want to associate it with the MelonDS core. Now I want to put the games in there basically. Here, that's one. Creating my playlist. You could just dump them all together, but I have them in these folders, so I cannot. So I could just go here and just dump it all in there, but I don't want all of the versions in there. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. I'm going to exit here and go back to Retroarch. Go back to full screen by pressing F. Let's see if my list is there or not. I guess I would have to restart Retroarch. Let's see if it's in there now. Okay, there it is. Gonna start. If your display is kind of like messed up, you could go to hot button start, go to the menu. Sometimes the display could be messed up, and I'll demonstrate. Go to scaling, go to aspect ratio. Let's say you set it to 4:3. This does kind of look wonky, so if you want to switch it, you can go back to video settings, scaling, or provided. Now we're back to normal. There's other stuff you could change around. Go to options. You can go to systems. I think this should be in DS, not DSI. I think DSI requires BIOS files. You can't enable DSI SD card unless you select DSI. Go to video. You could select OpenGL, which I did. If it isn't selected, it's going to be like this. So I'm going to go back and restart. Show you how it is. It is like before you change anything. Go back to menu. Go back to option. Go back to video. You could use threaded software renderer. And let's see how that runs. So you need to have a mouse to use this touch interface screen. Change some other settings as well. Go here. So when we use software renderer, you can't change the resolution. That's what sucks about it. If you go back to OpenGL, you could change the resolution, but you got to restart to get it to start up. The higher the resolution, the slower it is, basically. So scaling it by, you're scaling it by, if it's 2 times, it's 512 megabytes. 256 times 2 is 512. And 192 by 3 is 384. 192 times 3 is 576. 256 by times 3 is 768. That's how you could scale it. My monitor has a maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080, so I don't think I could use this. This is 1536 by 1152, and on the other side, on this side, it's 1080, not 1152, which is higher. So I don't think you use that. If you have a higher resolution monitor, you could probably use up to 8x, but you're going to need a pretty good CPU to render it. Audio, just left it on default screen. You could change the touch mode. You could change it to joystick as well. Joystick is using your right analog stick, and the mouse click button would be, or the touch button would be, your analog stick button, your analog right stick button. And you could change the layout of the screen. I could change it from top to bottom to bottom to top. See, now the screen is kind of like inverted. If you use the analog stick, you don't have to use the mouse, which is, I guess, okay. Other options, go to options, go to screen. You just say display the top, the bottom only, I guess. Usually now it's just displaying the bottom part. Go back. Now it's just the top part. And you could do that if you want. If you just want to use it like this, that's fine, no problem. Okay, let me get out of here. Close it. You go back to the menu. Just close it like that. Let's load another game.
EA Games. Challenge everything.
I'm gonna go back and switch it back to normal. Screen, that is. Okay, try something. This part I have to use the touchscreen again. It runs, and let's see. slot. Let me change it to change the screen to back to mouse. I think that's better. We're playing certain types of games. Yeah, the mouse is better. Turn of disrespect. So what you do is you click on the touch screen and you use your gamepad as well, which kind of like gives you a mouse-like motion. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's all and we could also save, select a slot and save. I'll select slot 0, save that. I'm going to load that again. Go back to my menu, load slot 0. And as you can see, I've loaded it. That's pretty much it. Let me close this. If you have any questions or thoughts, you could leave in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.